All right. Is real the right fit for you? Here's 3 questions think you need to ask yourself to analyze whether real is the right fit for you. I really want you to book a call with me though, because I think that is the only way to really explore everything real has to offer, answer any specific questions you have, and see how it aligns with your goals. That is the best way to do that. It'll be a non-sales call. It'll be just a chance to get to know each other and our goals a little bit more and see if it's a good fit. But if you want to kind of compare like where you're at right now on your own before we have that call, here's the 3 questions I think you have to ask yourself. We're going to throw happiness out of the equation. I don't know how many times I've asked an agent if they're happy where they're at, and they're all just like if you walk into a car salesman and say you're not looking to buy right now. At the end of the day, we're always looking for something better. If there's something better out there that's going to help our families and put our families and our lives in a better position, we're always going to be open to exploring it. The question is whether or not you're willing to listen. That's it. But I want you to ask yourself these questions. 1, how does it impact me right now and my career right now? What is the comparison of the 2 models? You can go on getrealwithme.com right now and look at the model page and compare it to what you make. There's also a comparison page there where you'll see what you would make on an $80,000 gross or $100,000 or $120,000 gross commission income, what you would net at Real, and compare it to what you would net at your current company. I mean, Real has an incredible compensation model. I can almost guarantee it stacks up better than any other company. So I want you to make a comparison. Look at what it does for you right now on your existing deals. If you did exactly the same amount of business, how does it stack up? If there's a benefit to Real, I want you to think about what you could do with that additional income. Are you going to need it to survive this market shift? Are you going to be able to use all or part of that to get more leads and better leads and grow your business and market yourself better? I want you to specifically look at how does it impact me right now? How does it impact my family? Will it help my family? Because you can love your coworkers like nothing else. If they're your true friends, they're going to be your friends whether you move brokerages or not. I got friends from many different brokerages. Some of them have worked for me, some haven't, some have left, some have come back. If your true friends are in your company now, they'll be friends with you whether you still work there or not. So leave that out of the equation. What it really comes down to is how does it impact your family? We all have to look out for our families first, above all. So I want you to look at that. How does it impact me now? The second question I want you to ask yourself is, how does it impact me in 5 years from now? I know none of us look that far ahead, and we really should. We really should be looking at 5 years ahead. How can the Real model and the revenue share opportunities and the stock ownership opportunities and the increased income opportunities, how can that impact me in the next 5 years? Where is it going to potentially put me in 5 years versus me just staying where I'm at? Is it going to help me do more deals? Is the collaboration and training opportunities going to help me grow my business? Is it going to help me align with other agents and build some revenue share? Is it going to allow me to own 10, 20,000 shares in the next 5 years that could be worth 100,000, 200,000 or more? How is it going to impact me in 5 years? That's the second question. The third question is, how is it going to impact me in 10 years? I know a lot of agents that are thinking, you know what, 10 years, 15 years max, I'm out of this business. Or I'm going to drastically slow down and not care how many deals a year I do. I want you to look at the 10-year plateau. Where would I be in 10 years if I stayed here versus coming to Real Broker LLC? Here's what a lot of agents tell me also. When they look at the 5-year and the 10-year comparison, I've had agents tell me, well, I know I'm not going to stay here forever. Like if I ask you, do you see yourself staying at your current brokerage forever? A lot of agents, especially if they're not with a company like Real Broker, they say they're probably going to move. Or yeah, there's a high likelihood I'll move, but I don't want to deal with it yet. Why? Is it just because you don't want change? I guarantee a lot of it is because it's just change and people don't like change and you're going to have to do some work to get the move done. We help you with all that, but at the end of the day, don't let that be what stops you from pushing away your 5-year plan. Because if you looked at the comparison and felt, damn, in 5 years, I know I'll be at a lot different place with Real than I would be at my current company. Then if you wait a year, that year 5 is just a year further out. It might be even 2 years further out. 5 years can become 7 years, that can become 10 years. You could end up saying, oh, maybe in a year, I know I'm not staying here forever. I like the opportunity, but I'll re-examine it next year. Bullshit, honestly. Stop telling yourself lies. Look at your opportunity. And I was reading a book, and I recommend this book to you. It's actually an Audible book if you want to listen to it on Audible. It's called Outwitting the Devil. It's by Napoleon Hill. I want you to get it because it talks about making decisions using your other self. The other self is that person that fears nothing, that makes a move that they know is right for them and casts aside all the fears and the doubts and the scrutiny. I've had that. I moved from an independent office into Real Broker LLC. Half of the people around me in my life thought I was effing nuts, completely nuts. I knew I was going to get the scrutiny. But you know what? I let my other self make the decision for me because I knew in 5 years, 10 years, I'm going to be the one that's laughing. So think about that. Think about making a decision from your other self's perspective, one that you know it's going to be the right decision, and you're not going to let change or the fear of change or the stress of change or any of those other things get in your way. So those 3 questions. How would it affect me right now? How would it affect me in 5 years? And how would it affect me in 10 years? Look at those 3 scenarios. I would bet you'd be pretty shocked at the difference you could see if you drew out that vision, even just introducing a few people a year, even just investing a little bit of your money into stocks, even investing the difference in what you pay your current brokerage now and what you would get at Real, taking that difference and putting it in stock. I guarantee you would be at a lot different place. So let's talk about that. Let's think about that. Answer those questions for yourself. Book a call with me right now, and we'll chat about that. I will ask you the same 3 questions. I want to hear your answers. I want to hear where you want to be in 5 years and 10 years. I want to know your goals, not just your business goals, your life goals. Let's see if we can help you reach all those life goals faster with Real Broker LLC. If we can't, then I don't want to collaborate with you. It's just the reality. If I don't see Real being a tremendous move for you and your future and your life goals, then I'll tell you, hey, it sounds like you got a pretty good situation going on. Probably not a good fit for you right now. I will literally tell you that. So book a call with me right now. I look forward to chatting with you soon.